まり出した白い闇切り裂く翼になれ
Heck yes! Alright everybody, I hope you're ready for your longest kana lesson ever. Don't worry about it. It's really not that hard. We are just repeating the same symbols over and over again with what I promised you last time. Something new to introduce. So let's start our new sounds, which really as far as sounds go and as far as writing goes are all pretty easy. This one here is ha. You make that kind of open parenthesis that we've made quite a few times amongst the kana. Then you make a little cross, beginning of the cross like that, the little beam. And then you come down, you make the cross, but you make that little curl over to the left. So actually, it's the same strokes as ke when you stop and think about it, the hiragana ke, except that there's that little curl on the bottom that makes it cool. Okay, and this is the Katakana Ha. Katakana Ha is very simple. One little curve to the left, and one little curve to the right. That's all there is to the Katakana Ha. Very easy. This is the hiragana hi. One stroke. You make that little lip up there, make a big U, and then you just kind of like slash it off there. Just one big stroke for the hiragana hi. Then there's the Katakana hi, which looks quite a bit like the Katakana to. But instead of making a straight line down, you're going to make a very conspicuous L. And then you're going to make that outreach thing right there to make the Katakana hi. This looks fun, doesn't it? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Major thing you have to realize this is not who. This is hu, written with an F in Romaji. But you don't make a fu sound. You don't pronounce it like an English F. You pronounce it by blowing your F. It's a hu. And that's how you're supposed to make that sound. Okay, first you're going to make that little dash there. I know in the computer version of this, that has that little lip kind of going to the left. Don't worry about it. That's just kind of fancy. You want to make it? Make it. You don't want to make it? Make a little dash. Then you make that little weave there. Kind of looks like a 5. Actually, it's going to look a little like a smaller version of another kana that I just realized I haven't taught you yet, so forget about that. And then you're going to make 2 dashes. One to the left and one to the right. And here is the Katakana Hu. Isn't this great? It's just one stroke that I don't know how to explain. Boom! And that's all there is to it. This one's a doozy. You're going to learn to love this one because this is he, and it's exactly the same in hiragana and katakana. So technically, that's one less kana for you to have to remember. The hiragana he and the katakana he look exactly the same. I said there because sometimes it is pronounced but that's only when this article is used to mean toward. Okay? There's another little bit of grammar for you. Not that important, but when it means toward, it is pronounced just like ha is the subject particle. However, when it is the subject particle, it makes the sound wa, which is the sound another hiragana makes, which we're going to get to in our last lesson. Anyway, he is one little stroke like that. If you cannot draw that, I suggest with all my heart that you do not take Japanese, because you will fail. This is he, the easiest thing, aside from the number 1 in Japanese, to write. So please, it's not that hard. This is ho. It's the same strokes as ha. Pardon me, my throat's kind of dry. Had to get this in. This is ho. It's the same strokes as ha. You just add another one on top. And next up is our last sound, and it is my favorite kana in the world. For those of you who know me, you'll know why. This is the Katakana Hole, and it is full of inexplicable quantities of wind. You make a straight line across, a longer line going vertically straight through the middle, and then you make those 2 dashes to the side. It looks like a cross emanating light. It is awesome. And so that is ha, hi, fu, he, ho. Pretty easy. Okay. First blow to fall. These guys take handakuten. If it makes you feel any better, this is the last time you're ever going to see them. So, learn them. Not hard. Ha, hi, fu, he, ho becomes ba, bi, bu, be, bo. And they take it to the next level. They don't just have handakuten. Just these characters have another set of handakuten. But it's not handakuten. Now it's handakuten. Okay? Different term, different sounds, different everything. Different way of writing them, too. Can you tell what these are? They're periods. The one on your left should look pretty familiar. It's the way you make periods. On your right, you see the way the Japanese make periods. Same thing, except we have the donut hole, they have the donut. We have the munchkin, they have the whole thing. That's all there is to it. You just make a little circle. Well, this little circle has another purpose when it's found on the upper right-hand corner of a kana, specifically ha, hi, fu, he, ho, which is the only place it's going to occur. When it occurs, ha, hi, fu, he, ho becomes pa, pi, pu, pe, po. For the record, these sounds are obscure and occur rarely in the Japanese language. Just because they occur rarely does not mean they're not used. Know them. Get comfortable with them. Write them 50 times in a notebook. Whatever gets you to learn them, just learn them. If you can't work at my pace, the pace at which I'm making these videos, don't worry about it. If you can't learn it within a day, don't worry about it. This is the most characters you're ever going to have to get from me at one time. And after the kana, we're not going to do 10 at a time. We're going to do 1 at a time. 1 video, 1 kanji. That is it, because we're going to go into deep analysis with those things, and some of the videos will be very short, some of them might have to be split up into 2 videos. Just to make you aware of that, alright? Not a big deal. You can't work at my pace, that's not a problem. Slow down. Work at your own pace. Get yourself comfortable with drawing these characters and everything will be okay. Japanese is a little daunting, but with enough practice, it's really fun. So, copy these down. Recognize the fact that when you put the handakuten on them, it becomes babi bube bo. And with these kana only, they also become papi pe po when you put that little Japanese period on them. And that's all there is to it. Okay. That is this lesson. That's all there is to it. This is the longest that it's ever going to be for the kana. So, this is Angel of Crepusculence signing off and wishing you the best of luck.